do you follow the god of plague, despair, and decay? It always makes me laugh, and I say, how do you know that your god even loves you? They usually say something like, it's not my place to be loved by a god. So I just ask another question. What do you think it feels like to be loved by a god? Yes, every time.
Is it wrong to steal a loaf of bread to feed your starving family? What about stealing souls to save them? We of the Idoneth don't believe so, for what choice do we have in order to survive? Those whom we steal from would surely think us better extinct, but it is all for our children, our people. And so we come from the deep, to take what was denied us and to fix the wrong of our Creator. But lament not, for you will not remember us anyway.
Hey, welcome to another battle report. Today we're playing Survival of the Fittest. It's going to be 2,000 points of Idoneth Deepkin versus 2,000 points of squishy Nurgle. We'll see you guys after deployment.
We're Maggotkin of Nurgle. We've got the full banners. We've got everything all set up. We've got our baths in. We're all set and ready to go for 2,000 points of Nurgle fun in the sun.
Baths of what?
Oh, I can't tell you. This is a public channel.
Oh no. We'll see you guys after deployment. Today we're playing Survival of the Fittest. In Survival of the Fittest, you each pick 3 Predator units, and if one Predator unit kills another Predator unit, you get 1 victory point each time that happens. There's also 3 objectives on the battlefield represented by these coins, and you get 1 victory point if you control 1. You get another victory point for a total of 2 if you control 2 or more, and you get another one for a total of 3 if you control more than your opponent. We'll be right back with our armies.
All right, so I've got around 2,000 points of Maggotkin of Nurgle here today, and we've all gotten ourselves all nice and ready for a wonderful battle against the Idoneth Deepkin. So, for my army, I obviously have the Glotkin leading the way. I've also got Rotigus, the Plague Rainfather, which is amazing. Rounding out the actual command team for my group is my actual general, that is Blobus Maximus, the Harbinger of Decay. He has a command trait that gives him +2 to run and +2 to charge, as he is an avalanche of rotting flesh. And it sounds just as delightful. On top of that, I've also got a Spoilpox Scrivener over here, Gruntle Snot, and he has the Wither Stave with him today, which is going to give a debuff to any enemy unit within 12 inches if they roll 6s to hits. On top of that, he's hanging out with 30 of his Diligent Plague Bearer counterparts. And I've also got 2 more units of Battle Line rolling out there with my, what are they? Putrid Blight Kings. 2 units of 10. They're full of snot and ready to rock. And that's my army. We'll be back with the Idoneth Deepkin.
Today I brought 1975 points of Idoneth Deepkin, led of course by the man, the myth, the legend, the elf, Volturnos himself. His mount trait is Void Chill Darkness as usual, because it seems good to me to have -1 to hit around him. And then of course next to him is Michelangelo, the turtle. And I'm bringing a different mount trait today. Today I'm bringing Reverberating Carapace for the extra 3 inches on the +1 to save ability. And then we've got the aspect of the storm, and I'm bringing the same trait as last time, which is the Terror Knight Venom. And then I've got Baby Shark over here, and 3 units of Morsar. 1 is on the field, and 2 are in the Ether Sea with the Tidecaster there, and 1 unit of Ishlian Guard. And that is 1975 points of Idoneth Deepkin.
All right, so we have picked attacker and defender. It looks like I deployed first with my battle regiment, so I will be going first today. Now, one of the first things that we have to pick is our predator units. So for this game, I have picked Rotigus, I have picked the Glotkin, and I picked my pack of plague bearers, all as my predator units today.
That's right. And I picked the Eidolon aspect of the storm, I picked the turtle, and I picked Volturnos. Yeah, so.
That's right. That's pretty much how that's going to roll, eh?
Yep.
All right. Well, it looks like given the choice, I will either pick between first or second. And in this case, I'm actually going to steal the initiative from those nasty, nasty Idoneth Deepkin and go first.
Ruh-roh.
So we'll be back in my hero phase in just a moment. All right. We are back and we are going to start the game with our hero phase. First of all, I've got my grand strategy for this game, which is going to be hold the line. When the game ends, I complete this grand strategy if there's any battle line units for my army on the battlefield. I feel pretty confident about that one. For this turn, I'm going to pick the battle tactic. It's going to be ferocious advance. I picked three different units from my starting army in the battlefield. They've got to finish within 3 inches of each other, and if all 3 of those units were monsters, I'd score 1 additional victory point, but they won't be. On top of that, I've got my heroic action for the turn, and I'm going to use the Glotkin to use an extra command point on a 4+. That'll work, he's got it. So I've got 3 because I've got 1 to start, I've got 1 for my general, and I've got a lovely spare.
And I'm going to do heroic willpower because I have no spell casting, sadly. So I'm going to try and yeah, see if I can stop a spell. We'll see.
Well, we'll see how that goes right now.
Cool.
I've got to start off with Rotigus Rainfather, and he's going to cast the Deluge of Nurgle. So this is a spell that goes off on a 7, which does not go off on a 6, which is most unfortunate for him.
And which one was that?
So that is the one that triggers a rain of filth and excrement all across the battlefield.
Nasty.
And can possibly do mortal wounds to you.
That's true.
Yes.
I remember that. Not fondly.
No, I'm just checking to see if he has any bonuses to cast, which he does not, because he is apparently before that. Yeah, so it would be 7 dice on a casting roll of 7. So that doesn't work.
Okay.
He's out of range for his other spells, so he's going to cast Mystical Shield onto himself, because it's funny.
Yeah.
Nope, that's going to blow him up a little bit, unless he saves it on a Disgustingly Resilient. And he saves it on Disgustingly Resilient. The
So
magic.
you also have to roll, it's D3 mortal wounds.
Oh, it's a
too,
D3 mortal
yeah.
wounds. All right, well, then it's going to be 1 mortal wound.
Oh, so yep, you're good.
We're good.
That. Yeah.
Boink! Perfect. So it blows up in his face, but it basically wiggles his tentacles a little bit, and he's like, oh, that was fun. How adorable. Okay, up next we're going to cast Blades of Putrefaction from the Glotkin, and the Glotkin is going to cast that onto the unit of Plague Bearers.
Okay.
So this is going to go off on a 7 as well because of the mystical magical member of Nurgle. And that one has a 5, which is not going to work, which is a shame. Then he's going to cast his personal spell, which is Fleshy Abundance. This is a really big one because this will give those guys +1 to wound in addition to their current single wound.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're not going to do the double wounds on the plague bearers?
That is, yeah, that's Fleshy Abundance.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
That's.
You said +1 to wound.
Oh, excuse me. +1 wound.
My apologies. No, I mean we discussed it ahead of time.
That's quite all right.
I thought you were pulling an audible.
Not at all. Not at all.
Does it go off on a 7 perchance?
Yes, oddly enough, it certainly does. So this one will go off on a 10, which means you've got to try and save your bacon on
I mean, I might as well do it. I've only got...
You've only got 1? I've only got 1 spell active here.
Nope.
No, sadly not.
I got a 7.
You got a 7. The blessed number.
The blessed number.
All right, I'll put a little glass dot there to remind myself that they've got an extra wound for their units.
Okay.
And then for the rest of my hero phase, I've got I've got heroic abilities I can do in the hero phase. So the Glotkin is going to cast Lords of Nurgle off of his command ability. That is going to give everybody within a certain radius around him, within 14 inches, +1 to their attacks of melee weapons.
Ooh.
That's pretty good. So that takes me down to less command points. And then Blobicus Maximus is going to go and use his command ability, which will put a 5+ Disgustingly Resilient on anybody that is within 7 inches of him.
Nice.
That just leaves me with 1 command point remaining, and my movement phase impends.
Excellent.
So we'll come back after I've taken care of that, and we'll see how it shapes up.
Excellent. I forgot to mention, this unit of eels is garrisoned inside the boat. I tried to put them on the boat, and it looked sketchy. So I
Yeah, it
abandoned
didn't
that.
work so good.
Yeah. So anyway, that's where they actually are. But yeah, we'll be back at the end of the movement phase.
Right on. All right, the movement is all finished. I managed to achieve my objective with my runs over there between the Harbinger of Decay and his buddies, the Blight Kings. And with that all said and done, I'm going to move on to the shoot phase. I've only got one shoot phase here. The Glotkin can fire a Pestilent Torrent, and in this case, because of the Idoneth's weird shooting rules, they can shoot it only at that shark, which you know what that means. You get to drink from the fire hose! Here we go. It's going to be hitting on 3s. Yeah, we're soaking him in filth. And it's a 1, which means, there was like one little, corn bit in there, and that's about it.
Well,
So-
it made me waste a command point because I did all-out defense off camera. So there you go.
We'll do the burned his command point dance, and we'll move on to the charge phase.
Sweet.
Wait a minute, there's nothing to charge. We're too far away from these Idoneth, which is most unfortunate indeed. That means that I am going to go on to scoring now. So, scoring-wise, I've got 1 for completing my battle tactic. I've got 1, 2, 3 for the objectives, which means I've got a grand total of 5.
Excellent.
And we'll be back with Idoneth Deepkin right after this.
We're back with Idoneth Deepkin, turn 1. I've only got one thing to do, and it's basically I'm just going to finest hour my Eidolon aspect of the storm. And that's my hero phase.
That's cool.
What are
I'm
you
going
gonna
to
do?
try and get myself a command point from the Glotkin. Glotkin loves his command points.
Yeah, he does.
I mean, there's 3 of them. There's 3 heads that are better than 1.
They're slimy, so...
Well, yeah, 3 slimy heads. That's something we want to talk about extensively, obviously.
I meant the command points are slimy, and that's why he likes them, so he's gobbling them up. Yeah.
That makes sense, sure. So, what else do you have in your heroic phase? What's your battle tactic for the turn?
Oh, battle tactic. Yeah, I should probably pick that. I think I am going to go with contest this objective. Actually, I won't be able to take that. Maybe I'll come back with that. So I picked the battle tactic, bring it down, because I'm going to try and kill the Glotkin, because he's got a bunch of nasty spells and abilities and such. So yeah, it's going to be difficult though, because I'm re-rolling 6s to wound, and I am re-rolling 6s to hit. Is that correct?
Not if you're not within 12 inches of my Spoilbox Scriveners. Right now it's just 6s to wound because of my cycle of corruption.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's good to know. But yeah,
Still, chewing through 18 wounds, that turtle's going to need to take some big bites.
exactly. So we'll be back with, at the end of the movement phase. It is the Deepkin shooting phase. And first up is the baby shark. And he is going to be shooting into this unit of Blight Kings here. So he's hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s because of the king. He hits, and then wounding on 3s. No, he does not wound.
Hooray!
But they still can't pile in because he just needs to hit with that.
That's unfortunate.
Yes, agreed.
This net.
Yeah.
Now what do I do?
They're just going to walk through it, I think. So now it'll be the turtle. He's going to shoot everything into the Glotkin there. So he's hitting on 3s and re-rolling 1s, but he's not re-rolling any 1s because he didn't get any, but he got a bunch of 2s. And now he's wounding on 3s, but he's re-rolling everything because the Glotkin, I believe, is a monster.
Yes.
Cool. So, okay, good thing. Okay, it's going to be another one of those games, Rob. So 3 at -1, 1 damage.
Okay, let me just give me 1 second here while I figure out what his armor save is.
Cool.
Okay, so the Glotkin is taking 4+ armor save, which is going to be a 5 up with the -1 rend.
It's all true.
And that means that 2 got through, but he's got his disgustingly resilient from hanging out near the putrid Harbinger.
That's a 4. There you go.
All right, so 1 gets through.
Okay.
So how much damage was that?
Just 1.
All right, the Glotkin has taken a wound.
Dun,
What else you got?
That's it.
Okie dokie, so it looks like charging time?
Yep, we'll be back with the charge phase. So first up is going to be the shark. And he's going to declare his charge into the... Actually, you don't have to declare who you're going into, but that's where he's going.
We have a suspicion.
Yep. So he's going to charge into the
Harbinger of Decay.
That's him. Needs better than a 3, which he makes.
Very nice.
So I'm just going to, I'll move him later. I mean, we know, yeah. Oh, did you want to unleash hell?
Not on him, no.
Okay. I'm going to move him in and we'll be right back.
Sure.
So now it is the Eidolon aspect of the Storm's turn to charge in. Again, he needs more than a 3. And he makes it.
Unleash hell!
All
All right, Glotkin's going to shoot his pestilential torrent at you. And I think that will actually... No, that will not. It's another miss, which is a shame.
That is unfortunate. So now it'll be the turtle.
The turtle.
The turtle. He'll make it. And Volty is not going to charge in.
Aww.
And, but these guys on top here are going to charge.
All right.
So we'll see what they get. And that's a 7. Mm-hmm. I don't think that'll be quite far enough to go where I want to go. No, it's not. So because they have a banner, they can re-roll their charge. So I'm going to try that. That's a 9. So you've already unleashed hell, so that's not going to change anything there.
Nope.
I forgot to mention that the Soul Scryer in the back there, they pop down, and this is the unit that they're getting the +3 to charge against for any of his friendly guys there. So yeah, I guess next I'll do the Morsar Guard in the green Morsar Guard in the back. So they definitely make it with +3 to charge there.
Yep.
I'll put that down for them. So that's the green one, and then the teal guys next to them. That'll do it with a 9. So with +3, and then I'll do the Ishlean Guard last, and see if they want to come in. They do.
That's a whole lot of fishy friends.
It is. I'll just move them in, and we'll be back. It is the start of the combat phase, and at the end of the charge phase, we were supposed to do our monstrous actions. We are both choosing to do Titanic Duel. The turtle's Titanic dueling the Glotkin, and the Glotkin is Titanic dueling the turtle. And so now we go into start of the combat phase shenanigans. I'm going to put my Bivoltic Blast into Scrolly Guy.
All right, that's Pop's Scrivener.
Yeah, that's his official name. And so the first unit of eels, it's on a 3+, they do 1, and on a 6, they do D3. So he takes 1 mortal wound. Would you care to
Yes, he's
reject
disgustingly resilient.
He is disgustingly resilient. And so now, next we'll do the same thing from the other unit of green eels. So that's just, now it's 3 this time. Use it before you lose it, I say. Oops. There we go. Oh.
I'll re-roll that one.
Okay, sure.
All right, so 3 go through.
And then it's going to be the teal guys into the regular Poxwalkers, is that what they're called?
Plague Bearers.
Plague Bearers, my bad. Same thing.
Different game.
Yes, different game. So that's D3, which turns into 2, so it's 3.
Okay, they are also disgustingly resilient.
They really are.
So 1 saves, that means only 1 dies.
Okay. Oh, right, because they're 2 wounds.
Right now they're 2 wounds.
Very, very scary. Yeah. I may have bit off more than I can chew. But first up, I'm still going to go with Michelangelo. And he is Titanic dueled, so...
I'm going to use a command point for all-out defense.
Smart. Yep, it's a good idea. So it's 6 attacks, hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s because of... Well, he made a charge and because of the king. So reroll that 1. So they all hit. And then... wounding on 3s, but rerolling everything because he's a monster, and I am Domhain Enclave, which is the sort of standard choice for a while now. So that's all 6 hit, but there's 0 rend and only 1 damage on it.
Okay, so we're saving on 3s. And 1 gets through.
Okay.
And how much damage was that?
Just 1.
Okay, I've got a 5-up disgustingly resilient. No, it looks like it goes through for 1 damage.
Okay. And now we've got 4 attacks. Hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s. And re-roll the 1. So that is 4 hits. And wounding on 2s, because he's close enough to the Eidolon. And re-rolling everything because he's Domhain, he's a monster. So they all hit. That's 4 at -1 rend now, but they are 4 damage each.
Okay, saving on 4s. Rats. 1 gets through, 1 gets saved. And sorry, how much damage was there in total?
So it is, wait, sorry, how many?
3 go through.
3 go through, okay. So they're 4 damage each, so that's 12 damage, I think, if my math is on. 3 times 4?
Yeah, that checks out.
Okay.
And that's going to be on a 5 and a 6 for a disgustingly resilient save.
It's true.
Let's see some big numbers here, Gladi.
Come on, big money.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 saves means 7 go through.
That's true. The blessed number.
There you go, 7. All right, so he feels that.
Okay.
What else you got?
What else you got? 2 attacks hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s. So they both hit, but this 6 is actually 3 mortal wounds. And I believe the attack sequence, yeah, it ends. So then I've got 1 more wounding on 2s, re-rolling on 1s, but it wounds. So that is 1 at -2 rend and 3 damage.
Okay, so that goes through.
So 6 total damage.
All right, and then disgustingly resilient.
Yes, sir.
Not
Nice
bad.
roll.
3 and 3,
Yep.
so that is at 12. All right.
Do you know who you're going with?
Yeah, my Glotkin's going to fight back.
Cool. I like it. Is he attacking the Eidolon aspect of the storm?
No, because he's picked Titanic Duel against
Oh, right on.
Leviadon.
I like it.
So I got to go back at him.
I like it.
Give me 1 second, we'll pause, and we'll figure out the number of attacks. All right, so Glotkin's going to swing back at that horrible, horrible turtle. And
Yes.
the turtle has all-out defensed with his command point.
This is also true.
So I'm going to lay in with Gurk's Flailing Tendril. This is going to be hitting on 3s and wounding on 2s. So that is 2 hits. And 1 potential wound at -2 rend.
-2. So he's on a 1-up save because he has a 2-up save. So we go to 3-up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he saves it.
Great. Then we've got the Lamprey Maw. That hits on a 4. And then it wounds on a 2 as well. So that
Nice.
is -1 rend, which is D3 damage.
Okay, so it's back to a 2. And he saves it.
Great. And then there is the Poison Slick Scythe. This is hitting on 2s. That hits every single time.
Nice. Nicely done.
Very nice indeed. Wounding on 3s. 1 wound at -1 rend.
Okay, so 2-up. And he saves it.
Great. Well, that's it.
Sorry, friend. We'll be back with whatever I choose to attack with. Yep.
So one thing I forgot to mention is that at the start of the combat phase, my Plague Bearers get a count put on them by the Spoilpox Scrivener. And in this case, he wants them to take a tally of blows, so they'll get 1 extra attack with their melee weapon this turn.
Very scary. Okay, so I've piled in the Morsar Guard there, and they are going to put their attacks into Scrolly Guy. I can't remember his name for the life of me, but yeah.
The Spoilpox Scrivener.
That's
just
him.
told them the count.
And I'm going to attack him with 7 dice.
7 dice?
Yeah.
All
So
right,
he's gonna like that maybe.
Yeah, I'm going to like it if you roll 6s a lot more.
Oh, that's true. 6 to hit.
6 to hit and to wound in this case, because you're close to the wither.
Right. So, okay, that's also true. So then it's going to be 6 to hit reroll, 1s reroll, because I charged, and then, yeah, then the wounding is going to be not as much fun. Oh, darn it. So I didn't get that, and then we're rerolling those, so that's the amount of hits. And sorry, what was it for the wounding?
Any 6s you roll to wound, you have to reroll.
Oh, darn. Well, unfortunately, so I'm going to remove the things that didn't hit first. And then 6. Okay, so it's 4 at -2 damage.
All right, so 4 at -2 into my Spoilpox Scrivener means that I do not have a regular save, which means we're right on disgustingly resilient.
Oh, and they're 2 damage each, so we'll do that twice.
We'll do that twice. So we saved 2, but that means that 6 are going through, which means he is dosed.
Oh. Scrivener, we hardly knew you. But
sadly true.
they will still get their extra attack, I would imagine, because it's...
Yeah, it
right?
lasts until the end of the phase.
Cool. Nice.
So they got that going for him.
You gonna go with them next?
No, I'm going to go with my Harbinger of Decay.
Cool.
Okay, my Harbinger of Decay is going to attack that shark up next. So he's got 3 attacks with his scythe, and he's hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s. He's hit twice, and he's wounded once, and that's a -1 rend for a D3 damage.
D3 damage, so -1 rend will offset the turtle's +1.
It's not
to
the
its
turtle,
save.
it's the shark.
No, I mean the turtle gives
he's
the
got a
shark
bubble.
+1. Yeah.
I see.
So it'll be back to a 4-up save, which he does not make.
Nice. So that is a D3 damage. You can enjoy a whopping 2.
Oh, baby shark.
And then I've also got the fly-bitten mount. It's going to try biting him with hooves and teeth. So that is 4 hit or attacks. They're hitting on 4s and 4s.
Okay.
So that is 2 and 1. So 1 with no rend.
1 with no rend, so 3-up save, and he makes it.
Nice.
Okay. I'll be back. I think I'm going to use. I'm thinking I'm going to attack. Actually, I can probably just go into it.
Sure.
Yeah. So we've got the blessed number of attacks going in to the plague bearers over there from the teal unit. So that's 7 attacks hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s. And there we go. And now wounding on 3s.
Reroll that 6.
I thought that was from that guy.
No, this is the cycle of corruption.
Oh,
You
right.
Killed roll the hit on 6s.
My apologies.
No worries, but on the wounds.
Okay, that missed. So 2 at -2.
Right, so we're right on to discussing the
So
resilience.
4 damage total.
Yep. Rats. Well, that's 2 dead.
And then we'll do the bitey attacks, as it were. So that's 3 attacks, hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. Okay. Wounding on 3s. Yep, that misses. And now 3 D3 attacks. Okay, so 9 attacks. There, you. Hitting on 3s. And no rerolls for that. And then 3s, but rerolling my 6s. I reroll the 6. So they all hit still. So that is 7, the blessed number, once again. No rend, 1 damage.
Okay, so we're saving first of all on 5s and 6s.
Nicely done.
So that is 4 that are saved.
And they're just 1 damage each.
Yeah, and 5s and 6s on disgustingly resilient. Nope, they are not that disgustingly resilient there.
Cool.
So that will kill another one and do a wound.
Excellent choice, sir. And now it's, I guess, the plague bearers?
Yeah, the plague bearer's gonna go.
Cool.
And give me 1 second, we'll figure it out and we'll go from there. Okay, so the plague bearers are attacking back, and with that count on, they've got a whole bunch of attacks coming. So first of all, we're going to nail these wonderful little green guys with the stripies. We're going to be hitting them on 4s and wounding them on 3s. So those are misses. And on 3s, 3 at no rend.
No rend, so saving on 4s because we charged. The reason I mention that is because, so 2 go through. Is that 2 damage each?
Yeah, on these ones.
Or
back
1
here.
damage each, right? 1 damage each for the weapons?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. I said it wrong, that's why I'm, okay. So they've taken 2 damage. I'm going to use the green dice to signify the Nurgle attacks have gone through.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I'm going to put it on the hornblower on the far side there.
Excellent. This group here are getting attacked next.
Cool.
Those are misses again. And wounding on 3s. That is 2 at no rend.
No rend. So saving on 4s. So 1 goes through.
All right.
And same thing. It's on the hornblower there. Yeah, I'll put it on in a second. Hornblower.
No worries. And then we're going for the 3 teal ones. That is just 2 and 1 wound at -1 rend.
-1 rend will be 5s.
Sorry, no rend on that.
Oh, no rend. Well, it was a 1 anyway. So.
All right.
Okay. So 1 on the teal unit
Yep.
as well.
And then the red guys.
Yes.
Alright, that's a few hits, and that's pretty good. 4
nice.
wounds. That's,
Okay.
no rend on that either.
Saving on 3s because they made a charge. Actually, and they might be saving on 2. It doesn't matter. So 1 goes through. So 1 wound on them as well.
Alright.
Okay, I guess we'll be back with their attack back. So we forgot the Cloud of Flies ability.
That's right.
Earlier.
Plaguebearers have Cloud of Flies.
But that doesn't mean we can't correct our behavior in the future. So at the Cloud of Fly abilities means -1 to hit. So the Ishlian Guard, which are up next, are hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s. So reroll that 1 and get out all of these. And now wounding on 3s. Okay, that's 3 at no rend, 1 damage.
Alright, so first of all, that's 5s and 6s. No. And then disgustingly resilient. No.
Okay.
So that's going to kill 1, 2 total.
And then we are doing 3 bitey attacks. So hitting on 4s. And wounding on 3s. So that's 2 at no rend, but D3 damage.
Okay. Those will go through.
Okay. So that's 3 damage.
And disgustingly resilient. Saves 2, 1 takes a wound.
Well done. And then D3 attacks from the Whippy Tails for 3, 4, 5. Hitting on 4s. Woo, okay, cool. And wounding on 3s. Not as cool. So 2, no rend, 1 damage.
Alright, 5s and 6s.
Cool.
Save 1. Disgustingly resilient. No, 1 goes through. And 1 dies.
Okay, and then do you have anything left to go?
No, I'm afraid that's all I am.
Okay, then I'll just go with the final shooting, or no, spear eels. Couldn't come up with it. So 3 attacks, 2 attacks, 2 attacks. So we've got 7 once again, hitting on 4s this time, and wounding on 3s. Woo.
Reroll that 6.
Oh, we roll a 6. Okay, so that's 4 at -2 rend, 2 damage.
Okay. So we're straight into disgustingly resilient.
Yes, sir.
And 5s and 6s. Nope. So 7. So
That's also, I'll stop it. I'll just stop. We seem to be getting a lot of 7s.
yeah.
And then,
It's very average.
yes, that's true. That's a good point. 3 bitey attacks, hitting on 4s, and wounding on 3s, rerolling 6s. Reroll a 6. So that's 2 at no rend. D3 damage. So
Okay.
D3
so
damage for 3.
Nice.
Nicely done. And then now it's just the whippy attacks. Whip it good. Okay, so that's 6, 7, 8 attacks. 5, 3, hitting on 4s. Okay. Oh, I almost missed that 3. How dare you? And then wounding on 3s, rerolling 6s. So that is 5, no rend, 1 damage.
Okay, 5s and 6s again. Not bad.
Yeah.
What was the damage on that?
Just 1 each.
Okay, disgustingly resilient. No, that means another 1 by 2.
And then I'll go with the shark next, I think, if that's all right.
Yeah.
He doesn't really need to pile in, but I do need to look up his new profile. I had it memorized once upon a time. Here we go. So it is 6 attacks with the barbed hooks and blades. And so he is hitting on 3s, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So hitting on 3s, re-rolling the 1s. There we go. So re-roll the 1s. And they go away. And now it's wounding on 2s, re-rolling everything that misses and my 6s. so 1s and 6s re-roll and the rest hit. That's not complicated at all. So, okay. So that's 3 at no rend, 1 damage on the Harbinger of Decay. Is that his name?
Yeah,
Cool.
that's right. I'm sorry, you said 1 rend?
No rend. No rend,
Right.
1 damage.
Saving on 4s. Nice. And
Yeah,
then he's
very
got
nice.
a 4 up ward save.
Oh,
1 gets through.
he has a 4-up?
Yeah.
Wow. He is mighty tough.
He's a beefy boy.
He really is.
Beefy boy.
And so I add 1 to the attacks characteristic if he's anywhere near stuff that's taken damage. So 4 attacks, hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s. Okay, so those all hit. And I don't think he gets anything on 6s. No, he does not. So now it's wounding on 2s, re-rolling 1, or just 6s, because he's not a monster. Whew. Okay, darn it. So that wounds because it's +1 to wound, so that's 3 at -2, 2 damage.
All right, saving on 6s first. No. And then you said 2 damage each?
Yes, sir.
All right, so we're saving on 4s. Nice.
Well
One more
done.
goes through.
You have been smiled upon by the...
The mighty Nurgle has approved this message.
And now, last and certainly not least, the aspect of the storm. He gets 1 extra attack because he made a charge. And so he's hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s. Unfortunately, there are 2 2s in there. Yes, that's right. And then it is wounding on 2s, re-rolling 1s and 6s. So those all go through. It's -2 rend, and it is 3 damage. Yeah.
Saving on 5s and 6s first. Saved 1. So that's 2 at 3 damage, you said?
That's 2 at 2 damage. Or 3 damage, yeah, sorry, 6 damage.
All right, saving on 5s and 6s. Save 3. 3 go through.
Okay. And now 4 attacks, hitting on 3s. Yeah. Okay. And wounding on 2s, re-rolling 1s and 6s. I keep getting 6s but not 1s. Okay. That's 3 at -1, 1 damage.
3 at -1. So that's saving on 4s. Nice.
Nicely done. Okay. So then we've got the 2d6 attacks from the Sharp Fangs. Okay, that's 7. Once again. I mean, that is very average. Hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s, but no 1s. And wounding on 3s. Re-roll the 6. So that's 3, no rend, 1 damage.
All right, saving on 4s. That is 2 saves. And sorry, 1 damage you said?
Yep, just 1 damage.
Especially resilient.
Little fish.
Saved it.
Yep. Sweet.
The little fish cannot eat my chum.
Nope. He weathered the storm.
Just barely. He's got 3 wounds remaining after
That's true.
18.
Yes, and I did not bring it down,
No, you did not.
unfortunately. I really should have all-out attacked there, but yeah. Cool. So, yeah, I guess we'll...
Battle shock for
Battle
me.
shock, yeah.
So my plague bearers have a leadership of probably 10 because they're demons. And I've lost 4, 9, 12. Ugh. All right, so 12 plus 3, that's going to be 15, which means it's over by 5, which means I lose 5, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
All right, well.
But I don't get any points, I think. Because I don't think I'm capturing any of these objectives.
I do not know.
No, there's no way.
No, still outnumber you?
It's within 6 inches.
You guys count as 2, right?
No, they don't.
Oh, they only count as 1.
Because they don't have 5 wounds. They've got 4, unfortunately. So
what about the monsters? Those guys count as 5, right?
the monster's only 1 there, and you also have a monster. But you've also got these Blight Kings, rather. So
That would do it, yeah.
that's a whopping 0 points for me.
All right, well,
Yeah.
in that case, it looks like we probably should go on to the priority roll-off.
That's
for
true.
turn number 2.
That's a tie, so you get to choose. I'm assuming you're going to take it.
I'm going to go next.
Okay, we'll be
right
back.
Okay, so we're back from my hero phase at the top of turn 2. That means that we're going to go right in with my cycle of corruption. That is clicked over to number 6, which is rampant disease. I get to pick a D3 different enemy units, including or excluding Nurgle units within 12 inches of each other. Each unit then suffers a D3 mortal wounds. So I'll roll for the number of units that are within that bunch. And it is, of course, 1. So I'm going to stick them on the turtle because the turtle is funny. And it's going to take 3 mortal wounds.
Okay.
Boink. And then I'm also going to use my heroic action to get myself, actually it's going to be the Glotkin's finest hour.
Oh, yeah, that's smart.
Yeah.
I think I will, I'll try and get an extra command point. And I do not.
All right. I'm then going to burn my command points to activate the Glotkin's ability for +1 attack for all of their stuff. And I'm going to activate the Harbinger of Decay's ability to give +5 disgustingly resilient to mortal units.
I think that's really smart.
And I think so too. And then we're going to go on to magic. So the Glotkin, he's going to cast Fleshy Abundance again back into the Plague Bearers. So that will not activate on a 6. Which is
I don't know why I'm picking up dice like I can dispel anything.
I'm not sure either, but you got the spirit.
I mean, I like holding dice, so
Yeah, absolutely.
we'll go with that.
Yeah. I'm going to cast Blades of Putrefaction onto the Plague Bearers as well.
Okay.
That will also activate on a 7, but I've rolled a 6, so that is no good. Then we're over to Rotigus. Rotigus is going to cast Deluge of Nurgle, and that will also not work on a 5. Because he doesn't get any bonuses to cast either. Unless he does, and I've completely forgotten. Which I will not discount the possibility of.
Look at that awesome model.
Yeah.
Even as someone who does not like Nurgle, I can respect the model.
That's great. I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
Yep, so he's got nothing. He's going to try casting Glorious Afflictions on the Aspect of the Storm.
Okay.
So this will go off on a 5 if cast. A enemy unit within 21 of the caster has his move characteristic cut in half.
Ooh.
And he cannot, and that is for both run and charge rolls as well. And
So he has his move characteristic, his runs, and his charges?
Yep.
Wow.
And he can't fly.
Oh.
So let's try casting that. Yes, he gets it on a 5.
Excellent.
Amazing. This is the level of spell casting that we're dealing with here. I'll put a little golden bubble on him.
Sure.
So we know. Or a little blue bubble. There we go. Okay, so then the Glotkin gets to heal a D3 worth of healing. Because he's a mountain of sickly flesh, so he heals back 3.
Boy, is he.
Excellent. And what else? I believe that is all of my hero phase abilities. So we'll move over to our movement phase.
Okay. We'll be back at the end of the movement phase.
All right, so movement phase all finished there. Most of my guys have withdrawn out of combat to try and optimize that. Then we're going on to the Glotkin's Pestilential Torrent to shoot again. So he's going to try firing. He'll try firing that in the leviadon because why not? Rolling hit. That's a 3. Ooh. That's a wound. -2 rend.
-2 rend. Yeah. I will. Yeah, I guess I'll just wear it. Saving on 4s, and he saves it.
Okay. All right. Well, looks like it's fighting time then. So we'll go on to that, and we'll come back in just a moment. Okie dokie. So we're going to come back in, and we're going to use our mighty Glotkin to attack the leviadon, and we're going to use the ability of Monster Titanic Duel this turn.
Yes, we're both going to Titanic Duel each other once again because it's cool.
Yes, indeed. So I'm coming after him with Girk's Flailing Tentacle.
Cool. And I also all-out defensed off camera because I keep forgetting to do that, and it annoys the bejeebers out of me.
So that's 2 hits and 2 potential wounds.
Okay.
It's -2 rend.
-2. So he's on a 1-up save, so he's saving on 3s then. And he misses 1.
So that's 2 damage for him.
Okay.
I've got the Lamprey Maw. So that's going to be hitting on 3s. Excuse me, hitting on 2s. So that is 2s and 1 potential wound at -1 rend.
So back to 2s. Saves it.
And then we've got the Scythe. So that's going to be hitting on 2s. And we're looking at 3s. So that is 3 at -1 rend, again for D3 damage.
So missed 1.
3 damage.
Oof. Yikes. Okay. On to 8.
So they've also got to take a 2d6 bravery test for the guys that are close to him, within 7 inches of him.
Okay.
Or else they're going to suffer -1 to hit this turn.
Oh, yikes. Bravery test, so I roll 2d6 and it has to be under my bravery?
Correct.
Cool. It is my bravery.
Nice. And that's also for the, we got to do everybody within 7 of them.
The math one?
Yeah.
Okay. So he's looking for under 10, so he gets it.
Nice.
And then
the shark.
the shark, baby shark, also under, it's 4, so.
All right, good stuff.
Unless he has clan rat bravery, which I doubt.
Sadly not, probably not.
Okay.
All right, your activation.
Okay, I will go with, let's see here. I guess I'll go with the, because he's already gone, so I'll go with the Ishlian Guard. So yeah, 4 attacks with the leader, and then 3 each with the rest of them. Pick it up in my small underwater sea elf-like hands. So they're hitting on 3s. Oh no, 4s because of the cloud of flies. So, and they did not make a charge. Oh, but they are within range of Mr. Volturnos there, I think. Can you measure for me real quick?
Yeah, how far is it?
It's 12 inches from him. Yeah, there's the edge of his base right there.
Yeah, so you got these guys here, the red
Okay,
ones.
so it won't quite cover them then. Oops, I took that out. So 4 attacks, wounding on 3s. And I'm not re-rolling my 6s anymore?
No, that's previous turn.
Thank the good Lord. So that's 4 at no rend.
Plague Bearers?
Yes, sir.
Okay, 5s and 6s, so I save 2. 2 go through, disgustingly resilient. Damage was how much?
1.
Okay, 2 go through.
When they don't charge, the Ishlian Guard are ironically much better in combat. So 3 bitey attacks, hitting on 3s. Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
One of those games. Now 3 D3 attacks from the Whippy Tails. So that's 4 plus 3 is, say it with me at home. Okay, so hitting on 3s, it was a blessed number.
That's fine.
So those all hit, and now wounding on 3s. Okay, so that is 5 at no rend.
One save, and then disgustingly resilient. One more save, so 3 go through.
Will it be Plague Bearers? To attack back?
Yeah, that's all I've got. So, I got 4 going after the reds, and I got 4 going after the teals. So, the reds, we're hitting on 4s, and winning on 3s. 1 wound.
On the
Red ones.
on the red ones, so they are saving on 4s. Nope. So takes another wound. Put that up to a 2.
All right, and then
Trying not to fall on the table at the same time. Whoa! Like flying fish, there are flying dice.
Okay, that's a bunch of hits, and we're looking for 3s. So that is 6 potential wounds at no rend.
On the
Teal ones.
the teal guys. Okay. So we are going for 4s. So wow, yikes. That is 5 go through. So I lose 1. I lose a guy, and the musician will be down to 2 wounds. Come all the way around here. 2 wounds left, and bring this guy off. I'll put them over here because he is dead. Okay. Oops. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. And then, is it done? Okay.
That's all I got. That's all you.
I'll be back then with, I gotta get my stuff ready. Let's do this. It's the aspect of the storm attacking into the Glotkin. I've done all-out attack on him because I don't want to forget yet again. So he is hitting on, he's hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s because of the king. So those are 4 hits. And wounding on 2s, rerolling everything to wound because he's a monster. So luckily, okay, so that's 4 at -2, 2 damage.
5s and 6s first, and then 2 damage, you said?
Yes, sir.
6. And
Nice roll.
That's pretty
well
hot.
done.
All right, so 2 get through.
Okay, and now 4 attacks hitting on 2s, rerolling for the king, and now wounding on 2s, rerolling the 1s because he's a monster. So that's 4 at -1, but 1 damage this time.
1 gets through. Sorry, you said 1 damage?
Just 1 damage.
No, 1 damage gets through.
And 2d6 attacks from the fishies for 6. And wounding on 3s, rerolling 1s. That's a good roll. And was that another one? I'm just gonna count it out. I couldn't tell. I thought it was a hit, but
I missed it. I didn't see it.
wounding on 4s, rerolling. So rerolling. So that's 4, no rend, 1 damage.
Okay.
Nice
it.
roll. Well done. Well
Good
done.
job, Glotty.
Yeah,
You tell those fish who's boss.
indeed. He didn't care. Honey Badger don't care, and neither does the Glotkin. So now I guess we'll just go straight into the leviadon. Sure. Okay. So 6 attacks, hitting on 2s because of Titanic Duel, rerolling 1s for the king, for full house, and then wounding on 2s because of the, oh, I forgot I was wounding on 2s. Oh well, for the other guy. So those all hit. So that's 6 at no rend, 1 damage. Well done.
Saved them all.
Yeah. He's
Wow.
Heart of a champion.
Yeah, it really is his finest hour.
It really is. So 4 attacks now, hitting on 2s, rerolling 1s. And there were no 6s in there. Actually, I don't think that matters. Now wounding on 2s and rerolling 1s. It's a good thing. So that is 4 at -1 rend, and it's still 4 damage because he's barely under that.
So that's 3 that go through, and you said 4 damage?
Yes, sir.
So that's going to be
He's
12.
taken 8 wounds, and he's still in the top profile. These new monster profiles are...
Way better than Glotkin's.
Yes.
So yeah, that's 4, so he's toast.
Wow. Okay. Well, good job, Michelangelo. Splinter would be proud. And I guess that's the... combat phase done?
Yep, that's the end of the combat phase.
Okay,
Or
so...
no, you've still got all your
Oh, right.
wheels and stuff.
Oh, right. Okay. So then I'll go with the 2 that are already piled in. They're pre-piled in. So they are hitting on 4s. No rerolls. So there we go. Wounding on 3s. No, none of that. And now 2 bitey attacks. And that's not working. So then it's wounding on 3s. So yes, so that is 1 at no rend, but D3 damage on the plague bearers.
Sorry, just 1?
Yep, just 1.
All right.
3 for 3.
Yep.
And then the whippy attacks. Da-na-na-na-na. 4 attacks hitting on 4s because of Cloud of Flies. No rerolls.
Yeah, that doesn't apply anymore.
Oh, it doesn't?
Yeah, but they're below 10.
Okay. Then, wait, but did they have 10 when I started this whole thing?
No.
Okay. Then it will be wounding on 3s. So that is 1 at no rend.
Yeah, that goes through and kills 1.
Okay. And then I will pile in the rest of those jerks and be right back. They have been piled in, and now they will unleash their terrible spear attack. So we'll be hitting on 3s now because there are enough plague bearers are dead. And just when I didn't need it. Excellent. And wounding on 3s with the spears. So they all wound. So that is 6 at no rend, 1 damage. Nice.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. I dare say.
So...
Disgusting?
Yeah. Nope. 1 goes down.
He's not resilient. He's just disgusting.
Just disgusting.
So 3 attacks with the bites, and misses, and wounds on 3s for 1 at D3 damage, no rend. Oh, sorry, D3.
sorry.
So 3. So 1 left,
round.
and then whippy time. D3 attacks for 6. Oh, what's that?
Oh, sorry. I
Yeah,
think
no
it's 4, 6.
3s and 3s for 4 at 1 damage.
1 goes through. And
Nice.
he saves it.
Nicely done. Tanks like the heart of a champion that he has. Cool, okay. So then I think that's it.
Does that poor plague bearer roll a 1? He does not. He runs away.
Okay.
Eels are scary.
I don't like eels. And I have to roll for my combat eels in their combat boots on a roll of 6. He runs away, but I think I re-roll, but he didn't roll it anyway, so cool. I guess, so then, what was the battle tactic was?
The monsters take over 1.
Oh, right, so you definitely get that, because Rotigus is sitting pretty on that one over there, and you'll get this one for 1, so it's a 3 this turn, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think that's correct.
Okay, I guess we'll be back with Deepkin turn 2.
Yeah.
It is Deepkin turn 2, believe it or not, and for my sole heroic thing that I'm doing in the entire hero phase, other than picking my battle tactic, which is going to be Ferocious Advance because I am running and charging for free, it's going to be Volturnos' finest hour. Yeah.
I'm going to try and get myself an extra command point.
I like it.
No.
Okay. Yep, we'll be back after the movement phase. It's the Deepkin shooting phase. The baby shark is going to shoot into the putrid Blight Kings, and he just gets one shot. So hitting on a 3. And he misses, unfortunately, which is really not as good because now they get to pile in freely. So now we're going to go with the turtle, and he's going to try and pick a few wounds off of the Lord of Decay? Question mark?
Okay. Harbinger of Decay.
He'll be hitting on 4s because of Lookout, Sir. And that made a difference. Yeah, a couple more pinged off there. And wounding on 2s, actually, because of the Eidolon there. So 4 at -1 rend on him.
All right, so saving on 5s and 6s. 2 saves.
Nice.
And how much damage?
Just 1.
All right, he's got a 4 up ward. He saves them both.
Wow. Good on him.
Yeah.
Okay, well that was, I forgot to move my stupid guy. I'll do that later, but I don't think he's in range to do his little silly fishy attack. So I guess we'll just go right into charges.
All right.
Cool. So we're into the charge phase, and we're just going to go in a circle, nice little semicircle all the way around here, just to keep things nice and simple. So first up is the green unit on the far side. They will make it in, but barely. And actually, you know what? They can re-roll their charges. This might be a mistake, but I want to get them all the way in. So there we go, 7. The blessed number. So now we're doing the next unit of green guard. Also 7. I'm sensing a theme.
It's almost like it's average.
Exactly. Here we go. And then the Ishlian guard for 6. Haha! Beat you there, Nurgle. And now Volturnos. He'll get a mighty 5, and I'm going to roll his impact hits right now before I forget. So on a 2-up, he does D3 mortal wounds for the big 3.
Save 2.
Nicely done. And now it is the turtle. Come on, Michelangelo. So that is 6. So he will do the same thing on a 2-up for the big 3 again. Okay. And then the aspect of the storm. So he'll make it in, even with half of it, he's still getting a 5 there. And I might as well do the shark. Send the Sharky boy in. So he'll make it. Oops, pardon me. For right there. Actually, no, I'm going to do that. And then they have to pile into me. Cool. I'm going to move all my eels in, and then we'll be right back. So we're going to go up with the Morsar guard first. We got a 1 drunken rider who just fell off, but it's okay. He'll get back on. He's used to the booze. And we got 7 attacks going from the Morsar guard into the Harbinger of Decay. They are hitting on. You know what? I'm gonna actually all-out attack here. So they're going to be hitting on 2s, re-rolling 1s because they charged.
He'll all-out defense as well.
Yeah, I would do it. Okay, so that's a full house because of all-out attack, and then wounding on 2s, but no re-rolls because of the aspect of the storm. So that is 6 at -2 rend. His save is a 4?
Yeah, but with all defense, it's 3, so we're on 5s and 6s.
Okay, wow.
So that is 3 saves, 3 fails, and then a save after the save.
So, and then there's 3 more because of yeah, they're 2 damage each.
All right, so 4 go through.
Okay. And now we are on to the bitey attacks, as it were. Hitting on 2s, re-rolling those ones because they made the charge and they are Domhain. Wounding on 2s because of the aspect of the storm. And they're not re-rolling. So that's 2 at no rend, but D3 damage.
Save 2.
See both of them. Okay, cool. And now we are D3 attacks. So that is 3, 4, 5, 6 attacks. Hitting on 2s. And wounding on 2s. And no rerolls. So that's 4 at no rend.
1 goes through. And how much damage was it?
Just 1.
He
Nice.
saved it.
Nice. He tanks it. Like a champion.
He's still in there.
Like a damn champ.
Well, I guess I better attack back with him before he dies horribly. Which one of those is next to attack?
So this guy has 2 wounds, and then she has 1 wound.
But this unit hasn't attacked yet.
That unit has not attacked yet.
I'll attack them first.
Sounds
Going at them
smart
with
to
the
me.
attacks of the scythe. So that is 2 hits. 1 wound at -1 rend.
1 wound at -1 will take them down to a 5-up, which they make.
Great. And then horse. Horse gets 3 attacks. Horse misses every single time. All right, so you get to kill him now.
Yeah, I think that's... You know what? I'm going to have a wee think, and we'll be right back. The next set of eels are attacking the Harbinger of Decay, and they're hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s. For a full house there. Wounding on 2s because of the aspect of the storm. No re-rolls. So that is 5 at -2 and 2 damage.
So 4 go through,
Yes, sir.
and he's toast.
Okay. Well, I put all my attacks into him just to make it, you know.
Abundantly clear.
Yeah, well, he tanked that damage last time, so.
Yeah, not bad.
Right on. Blight Kings, anyone?
Yeah, we're gonna serve up some Blight Kings. Give me 1 second, we'll figure that out. Okie dokie, Putrid Blight Kings are going to attack the horrible encircling team of dudes that have gotten around them. We're gonna try smacking Volturnos first. We're hitting on 3s and 3s. And any 6s we roll give us a potential D6 hits. So how many hits do we get? An extra 1, which is awesome. So, then we're wounding on 3s, and that is 5 potential wounds on Volturnos with no rend.
No rends, so he's saving on 2s because he finest houred earlier. So he saves them all.
Great.
And is that them done on him?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all the attacks on him.
Okay. And then,
There's 2 that are going after the turtle.
sure.
So that is 3 hits and 1 wound at no rend.
So saving on 2s still. Okay. And then
We've got 2 that are going after the teal morsor.
after, oh, these guys? Okay, gotcha.
So once again, that is 3 potential wounds at no rend.
At no rend, so saving on 4s. So then 1 goes through.
And then 1 attack at the aspect of the storm, I guess.
Yep.
There's a potential D6 in there for another 6 attacks.
Wow.
And that is 4 on the aspect of the storm. At no
Aspect of the storm, no rend.
No rend.
So 3s, and, oh yeah, because he doesn't give it to himself, and they're just 1 damage each?
Yeah.
And then saving on a 5 or 6? No. So he takes it.
Great. And then last one. Possibly another D6 hits in there. He's got 3 more hits.
Is it more, or is it turns into?
So it turns into...
Oh, okay. I was just curious.
Yeah, it inflicts the D6 hits instead of 1.
Cool. That's really good.
It's not bad. It's 4 more damage. And
On,
I think that's on eels.
On the which wheels? The Ishling Guard?
Yeah.
Okay. So they are saving on 3s. So that's 2 go through.
All right.
And so that kills off a Hornblower. Splat. Okay.
You went to horny jail.
Yep. Whoa.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, exactly.
I've seen it on the internet.
Yeah.
Right, your
seems
activation next.
Well, it seems like the only point is to go with the shark because everything else is gone. And
Seems
he's-
reasonable.
What's that?
Seems reasonable.
Yeah, and he might bite the big one. So 6 attacks, hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. I knew there was going to be 2s in there, but there's nothing I could do about it.
Not a whole lot.
And then wounding on 3s. For 4 at no rend, 1 damage.
Okay, saving on 4s. Nice.
Very nice. And then they are not... Yep, nothing's taken damage around there, so he's only on 3 attacks with his bite. And those all hit. Wounding on 3s. No, 2, sorry, because of the guy. So it is 3 at -2, 2 damage.
No, so that is going to go right through. And that will kill 1 and add 2 to another. And then I'm going to pile them in. We'll be right back.
Nice.
Okay, we've piled in, and all those Blight Kings are going to attack that shark now. So we're hitting him on 3s. And there's 2 6s in there that are going to give me D6 hits instead. That's a miss. So that's going to be 7 attacks in there. Right, and that pulls out. And winning on 3s. Cool. So that is 7, the blessed number once again.
Is. No rend, I believe, so saving
Yep, no rend on that.
on 4s. Okay, 1, 2. 2 go through. So he's down to 4 wounds left. Taken 4 wounds. I think I will go with... It doesn't really matter, does it?
You're just basically hammering on those Blight Kings left.
Yes. Okay, I'll just go around in a circle. First I'll start with the 2 Morsar Guard there. They'll just shove a bum in. And there'll be 5 attacks. 3s, rerolling 1s. And pull those out. Wounding on 2s. Oh, I forgot about the +1 to the save to the... So it's 3 at -2, 2 damage.
2 6s.
Nice. Well done.
Not bad. What else you got?
Bitey attacks. It's biting time. And 2. No rend, but D3 damage.
See them both.
Loves it. I guess we'll go over to the Ishlian Guard. Yeah. So 4 plus 3. We're doing 3s. So those all hit. Wounding on 2s for the storm. And no rerolls, so that is 5 at no rend. 1 damage.
Okay, so that's 5 that go through, so that's 2 dead.
Who'd have thunk that they would do way better than their counterparts there. And 2 bitey attacks. Hits. Wounds. No rend, D3 damage.
Yep,
So
1 goes through.
1 goes through, cool. 3 damage. 2 whippy tail attacks. For 4. 3s, reroll the 1s. And now wounding on 2s. No rerolls there, so 2.
1 save.
Just 1. And I guess we'll go into good old Volty, the High King of the Deep, not just the King. So he's got 5 attacks coming from his Astra Solus, and he is Oh, actually, you can't get +2 to your thing. It's +1 to your wound. You know what? No, maybe I'll save it for the turtle. So it's 5 attacks, hitting on 3s, and rerolling the 1s because he charged and because of himself. But he does not get it because that's a 2. Wounding. Oh darn. Oh well. I think there was a 6 in there.
There were 2.
There were 2? Okay, thank you. So I'll roll them. I have to roll them individually now. So 3 up for the non-6s. Or it's 2 up now because of the storm and because he's finest houred. So that's 2 at -1 D3 damage.
Go through.
Okay, so that's D3 damage for 4 damage. And then 2 at 2, but these are going to be Rend 5. So those both go through. It's 2 at Rend 5, I'm assuming that goes through?
Yeah.
So it's only 2 damage though, because I rolled double 1s for damage. And then we've got the Usal's Fanged Jaw and Talons hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s because he made a charge, and wounding on 2s because of the aspect of the storm. Not re-rolling because that doesn't happen, and -1 Rend, 1 damage.
1 goes through.
Okay, and then we've got 3 attacks, hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s, thank goodness. So that is 2, and then we've got wounding on 2s. So that's 1, no Rend, but 2 damage.
All right.
And should I go straight into the turtle?
Might as well.
Okay.
I still got models over here.
Excellent, excellent. I will all-out attack with the turtle because I love my turtle. I love Michelangelo. I named him after the painter, though, not the turtle. This is totally unrelated. He likes to paint.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
As you can see, he's using all the colors of the rainbow.
Exactly. 6 attacks, hitting on 2s for all-out attack. Rerolling 1s because he charged. And then we are wounding on 2s because of the aspect of the storm. Oh wait, that was wound. So that's just 6 hit, no Rend, 1 damage. I almost went to reroll. Like a fool.
Alright.
Just 1 damage each. And then 4 attacks with his massive scything fins. He's hitting on 2s anyway. Rerolling 1s. I probably shouldn't have all out attacked him, now I'm realizing now, but whatever. 4, and then we're wounding on 2s. So that's 3 at -1 Rend. And he's still on 4 damage.
Okay.
And then crushing jaws. 2 attacks, hitting on 2s still. So yeah, that really was kind of a waste, but whatever. Rerolling 1s. And this is 3 mortal wounds, and this just goes through. Wounding on 2s, and that's 1 at -2 Rend, D3 damage.
Okay, D3 damage.
Sorry, 3 damage, that's what I meant to say.
3 damage.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so he's out of combat now, so it'll be the aspect of the storm will just pile into these guys, and he will attack now. And he did make a charge move, so he has got 5 attacks. Yeah, I really should have done all-out attack on him, but you live and you learn. So we've got 5 attacks, hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. So that comes out, and that goes back into a 1. And now wounding on 2s, so that's 3 at -2, and it's 3 damage each.
Okay, there's no 6s there, so that was 9 damage total?
Yes, sir. Phase within. Okay, so then we got 4 attacks with the Cruel Hook. Okay. And 1 and 2 a 1, because that's how I do. Wounding on 2s. So that is 3 at -1 rend, but 1 damage.
Sorry, you said 3?
Yes, sir.
Alright, so 2 go through, and how much damage was it?
Just 1.
Okay.
And then 2d6 attacks from the fishies under the sea. Only 4. Hitting on 3s. Oh wait, he can't, not hitting on 3s. Hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s. For 3, and then wounding on 3s because of himself. And no rerolls. Oh wait, he rerolls the, oh wait, that's on his spear, which I forgot about. That's the whole, so it's 2 at no rend, 1 damage.
Save them both.
Loves it. Okay. So yes. Then, is there battle shock to do?
Yes, there is.
Okay. Did I lose anyone? I think I lost this guy. Yeah. So on a 6, I lose another Ishlian guard. No.
Blight King, nope, he's gone. Other Blight Kings, their bravery is 8, so 4, and
I think they're fine.
yeah, the last ones are fine.
Cool. Alrighty then. So I guess I'll get this one and that one.
Yep,
For
both
2.
those points.
Yep.
And then you score 1 because you have more than me.
Oh, right. Okay. So that takes me up to a mighty 4. And then I forgot to measure at the end of my movement phase for the running and whatever. I don't know. Whatever. We can just say it. I forgot about it.
I don't think it's going to particularly matter in a turn or 2.
It might not.
But let's roll for priority and see what happens next.
Sounds good. Huh. There you go.
Okay, well.
That was the same as last time too.
Yeah,
by
I
the way.
know.
I guess you're gonna take it?
All right, so with the turn 3 pretty much decided there, we looked at the table, we looked at how everything was going to go, and we pretty much led to me conceding on the point. Unfortunately, I only had half a unit of Blight Kings left and Rotigus, whereas most of the Idoneth army was intact. I wasn't going to be able to kick out enough damage to do anything in the spell phase or in the subsequent phases if I went first. Or if I went second, I wouldn't have been able to basically take on all of his stuff because he's in turn 3, and his tide basically would have let them all fight first. So they pretty much would have run roughshod over me either which way, which meant they would have soundly scored the objectives, and unfortunately, that means that it's a loss for Nurgle.
Sorry guys, but hope you had fun watching.
I certainly had fun playing. Thank you again for the
I did. I had a lot of fun. Yeah, it's always a pleasure to have you on, Rob.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you. Lovely to be here.
And so, yeah, please subscribe for the YouTube gods and comment for the algorithm throne. We'll see you guys next time. Hey everyone, real quick, right before the credits, I wanted to mention my favorite store for hobby supplies, magicstronghold.com. They're not paying me anything to say this, but they've been so kind to me, and they have the best selection of hobby supplies of anywhere I've come across in Canada. They've got War Colors, AK Interactive, Scale 75, Gamer's Grass, Green Stuff World, you name it, they've got it, and great deals on Games Workshop products as well. Give them a call. Please tell them I sent you. Link in the description.